It's Holger, and I'm here with Olaf at Franschhoek Beer Company, not brewing company. They don't brew beer, they just make beer.
Yeah.
And Olaf has been here for about 3 years, eh?
Yeah, 3 years now. February, 4 years.
Okay. And you say you started in this little, what is it? What do you call this thing? A Versuchsbrauerei?
Yeah, we just call it our test brewery.
Test brewery,
so basically we used this test brewery in the first 2 years, just to develop our recipes and try out new techniques and new ideas.
So for 2 years you were playing and getting paid for it?
Yeah. No, it was a pretty sweet deal. So, it was during that 2 year period that we were actually able to come up with the recipes of the 6 beers that we currently have.
Okay.
Now we use it more as a test brewery, so experimental brewery. So we try to do experimental things, try and do a few collabs in here as well. But the main idea is to try and keep things interesting, try and keep things new.
Otherwise the brewer gets bored.
Yeah. And brewing the same beers over and over again can get very monotonous.
Okay, show us the main brewery.
Okay.
So this is the main brew house, or where you brewing now?
We've got a 2-ton vessel, 1,200 litre brew house. We can do double brews in a day to fill up a fermenter. So with our current fermentation capacity, we can do about 15,000 litres a month. That would be the absolute, or the maximum for our current fermenters. Once we reach that consistently, we'll probably be upgrading to more fermenter space, and then we'll probably do 26,000 litres a month. But then we've actually reached the capacity for the building. We need to build a new brewery.
And what's the percentage of what you sell here versus what goes away?
So currently we're doing about 35% of all our sales through our taproom. And then the rest is external sales.
Okay,
so
that's good.
A lot in the Western Cape, but a little bit in Joburg as well, Namibia as well.
Okay. It's always good to sell most of your beer here.
Yeah, I know, you always want to be your own best client.
Okay. So can we show us the beers. You've got a nice tap room here, so you can just show us. Yeah. Lovely.
Perfect. What's fine, I'll just walk them through, so it's okay.
So what is this?
Like I said, we've got 6 beers on tap. We'll start off with the lager, or craft lager. So it's basically a very traditional German lager, 5% alcohol, very, very malt forward. In some ways it might even be borderline in the Pilsner already, but still very light and very easy drinking.
That is very German.
Yeah, very, very traditional German lager. We can also use 100% sour hops in it for bitterness and aroma hopping. And then the second beer, this is also a traditional German Weiss, so 50% wheat. Lots of banana, a little bit of clove as well. Also about 4.9% alcohol, so also meant to be a very light and refreshing, easy drinking Weiss.
Tastes like a Saturday morning in uni.
Yeah. On a Saturday morning. Yeah, so also very traditional German Weiss as well.
It's quite difficult to make, I think.
Yeah, I think the Weiss was one of the first beers I started working on when I got here, and we only started brewing it recently, or putting it in bottles as well. Okay. So it was really a beer that took a long time to get right and to make sure we're 100% happy with. Our saison. Yeah.
So it's quite a challenge, the saison, isn't it? Not many people make it.
Yeah, so but what I love about this saison is the yeast strain that we use in it. So it's a very, very dry fermenting yeast strain, which makes it very crisp, very clean taste. but also it's an 8.4% beer, but it still drinks like a 5%, so it's still very light, very easy drinking, very hoppy as well, so we only do late hop additions, and then we do a lot of dry hopping on top of that. So that works very well together with those phenols and that you get from the saison yeast. But yeah, I think it was one of my favorite of the range.
Not many people brew this, eh?
Yeah, that's I mean, saisons, they're slowly picking up popularity, but yeah, it's still a very, very unknown style.
I like that.
Third one, this is one of our fourth beer. So this is our American Pale Ale. So 100% American hops is used in this beer. Also quite light, 5% alcohol. Not too bitter, so about 35 IBUs. But also just
Nice.
very fruity, very fresh. Yeah, that's one of the...
What hops have you got in here?
It's a combination of Amarillo and Mosaic, but we focus it more towards the Amarillo side of things. Also only late hop additions or late kettle additions, and dry hopping quite a bit as well.
Very nice beers. And I'm hoping the next one is on tap, huh?
Yes?
No, this one. I'm looking forward to that one.
So the next one, that's our Orange Pale Ale, or OPA.
This is the reason I started ordering your beer
Oh,
to Hillcrest,
okay.
yeah. Because you had that.
Yeah. No, this one's become quite popular.
Again, it's unique to your brewery.
Yeah. So it's pretty much, I mean, a style that we just made up, OPA, Orange Pale Ale. So we add a lot of orange rind in the brewing process.
I can taste that.
Which, for me, not only gives the beer, well, obviously the beer gets its bitterness from the hops, but the orange rind also provides a little bit of astringency. So taste-wise, there's a bit more going on than just, your normal hop bitterness. But very bitter as well, about 75 IBUs. So yeah, it's people, with this beer, people that either love it or hate it. There's no real in-betweens. And then the second last one, I still got another experimental beer. So this is our stout. So pretty much big, heavy foreign export stout. Lots of chocolate, lots of coffee aromas on this one. We add a lot of lactose and a lot of oats just to balance all these big, bold flavors out. But yeah, still very, very balanced. This is a perfect wintertime beer. It's also really, really great to cook with. We use it in the kitchen quite often.
Well, you could use it as a stew just like that.
Yeah.
It's so thick. Very thick.
We've made a ice cream out of it. We've baked with it a few times as well. Yeah, still I think the best thing is to add it to a stew because of all that lactose and oats. It really thickens up stews very nicely.
I can imagine.
And all those coffee, dark chocolate aromas, they work really well together.
Very nice.
Yeah. But yeah, then I've got a New England IPA as well.
Oh, we like those.
So we did a collaboration with Devil's Peak, was it a few months ago now, where we brewed a New England IPA together. So very, very fruity beer. We used only Australian hops in it, Australian Cascade and Enigma. Basically only started adding hops from Flame Out. So try to extract as much of the fruits and hop aromas that we were able to from the hops. A lot of lactose in this as well to really balance out those bitter tastes.
It's not very cloudy, eh?
No,
It's supposed to be.
yeah, I was hoping it was going to be a bit more cloudy, but I had a lot of because we added so much hops in for the dry hop, different dry hop additions. I tried to, because we didn't filter it, I tried to clear the beer out as much as possible, but by that time it had cleared up mostly as well. So.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And you can find your, what is this road called? The main road here in Franschhoek.
Yeah.
Easy to find. We even found it. Cheers, Olaf. Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.